Well, everybody, we are now back for some more of this stuff. As I go about having some more of my coffee. So as per usual, for anybody watching the VOD of with there being no music, I am listening to... I don't think I properly explained what it was. What I'm listening to is Chill Synth FM. Let me see if I can bring up their thing here. Yeah, it's Chill Synth FM on Night Ride FM channel. I like this stuff. Usually I just want to go for a straight up, you know, constant like live streaming of like music that happens. And yeah. Rather than having to listen to a set playlist that plays certain particular songs in the exact order every time, it kind of drive me bonkers, to be honest. So all right, just need to do some last few thingies of checking here. All right. So, in terms of what's been happening here, I didn't do anything off camera because I really don't know like what else I can really do. It's just more about having to place down more of this stuff as we go along. I will say one thing. I should probably go about adding more roboports along here so that I can start having the bots having to fly on over and having to place down the stuff here for me. So though the downside is that a lot of this mall stuff is down at the opposite end of all this. So yeah, like when it comes to like having to plan like shit out like that far ahead of time, it's like yeesh. All right. All right, just getting an idea of like where can I about, you know, place all this here. Of course, I need to have an adjacent little thing right here. Do we have some sort of power line going to here? Sorta. How's that look? Oh, we need to get rid of you. Here. So yeah, I want to make sure I occupy enough space so they have the least amount of distance traveled here. I imagine that'll be good enough. I don't know what their pathing is going to be like when they happen to like go across the place like that, so. Alright, so where I last left off was having to basically start up the whole thing with sending down the smelters and such. And this is where like they all have to take them off the rail here. Now, did I happen to... Oh, yeah, I did save this here. Because the way that I had this all designed here... I don't really think there needs to be Roboport like directly like in the center or anything like that, but even if it did, see, like Wasn't sure like how big of a distance it is here, or how I would be able to optimize the distance here. So if I did go about having to place it here, oh yeah, it just sits nicely right in between all that. But really, that's just meant for like item transfer though. It's not like we're having to do item transfers directly into like furnaces for all I know. Ugh. Sorry, I also like woke up from like a nap some time ago. That lasted like 45 minutes. It was quite the thing for me to like get on over the frickin' low blood sugar sort of a dealy of a bopper. So. So where's what's the rocket doing now, by the way? And where's it at? 73 already? Good God. All right. Well, I suppose we go ahead and having to like, you know, start committing to all this here. Well, actually, since I am having to like change up the way like how iron's being sent on over. Well, here again, I think I probably, you know, did that experimentation earlier here. Because if I wanted to go like straight upwards to go over to here, thing is that they're going to start reacting to that, and I'd rather you not. All right, do I have anything right here that's considered like a kill switch? Not really. Also, I apparently did that. Well, because I imagine if I'm going to have like 4 cargo wagons to have all the plates go into there, I imagine there needs to be like, you know, 4 of these here, right? But the thing is that the way that I have items having to be dropped off in here is going to kind of go into like 6 lines, and each line's just going to have to, they're going to be going off onto the, like each end of this here, right? And because of the way that, oh, well, I did say that I was going to be doing that then. There's only one problem, and that is these things have modules in them, and I was not ready to have those. All right, you guys calm yourselves down here. Because like the rest is going to come up here and having to do that shit instead. All right, again, so regarding having to try to get them on there, doing like that's almost like not going to work. Especially when trying to have to look, because it's really damn close, you know? The way all of that is like sitting here. Not unless I do some like weird like underground belt. Well, not really, I guess. So the only other way that I could think of is I need to do it off to the side. All right, so if I was, you know, mess about with all this. It would orient itself like that. Oh, it needs that here. Get you going. Alright, so technically that part's set up here. Now about the station here. See, we call this deposit here. Now perhaps, oh yeah, that's right. We need to go about doing the, yes, the unloading combinators that I have here. Which I apparently don't have on my person here. I guess for little things like that, I pretty much should have. Or rather, just turn that on, because I actually did have those things on. Those just happen to have, like... Eh? Pardon me, I'm just having to pay attention to, like, because I noticed there was red wire on there. Like, why was that there? Was this, like, left over from something? Because not even I remember. Also, that one doesn't have power. I guess it was just there as an option, but... I guess just for the sake of consistency, because I don't think we'll ever going to need it. Famous last words. Alright, because now I think, so I think we go about... Hook it up to that. And the train limit set to 4, apparently. Which, I don't know if I want that. I think I would probably have to go about changing this here. Well, maybe we could have it do it 2 here. See, the thing is that, like, this whole thing is dynamic. Well, actually, no, it's not dynamic, because in the case of, like... There, you guys can go ahead and just stop carrying on with that. Because the case for, like, down here, with all this here iron, this one's dynamic. Because, like, it changes the amount based upon, like, how much is there within the chests here, right? Oh, no, wait. No, wait, it's the opposite. Because, like, right now, it's all empty. Yeah, I should have remembered. Because, like, since all the chests are now empty right now, it's giving me a train limit of 2. But once it starts going down, or rather, when it starts getting more full, there's less of a reason for them to head on over here. So, okay, I got it right. In fact, the light indicator just shows that. I suppose we can go ahead and give this thing a head start. Provided I have the means of having them being able to be sent on over here. Actually, what I should do is I need to go about making a city block variant of all this. By that, I mean like a full square. So I don't have to do those in pieces. So. Big electric pole's in the way. Is it? Yes it is. Oh no. Hello? Why are you set to absolute? You weren't supposed to do that. Wait a minute. Everything's wrong. Because, like, I just realized that, this is 2 apart and not a square apart. Just because of this here being in the way. If I was to place this here, though... Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Here, let's go about, taking this out here. And all y'all's are taking that. Okay, I just wanted to get an idea of where that's going to be taken off. Okay. Let's see, easily be able to add this here with no issue. Nah, no issue at all. Alright, now we can resume with the rest here. See, now we kind of have an empty example of all this. Granted, I do not want trees to be part of the equation. Oh, undo that. I need to get this specific one here. Oh. Oh, we got some more space science coming along. With all these here bots having to go back and forth at this point, I really do feel like we should probably... No, actually, hold on. Okay, did it say resume? Okay, I wasn't sure. In the case of infinite research, would it... Yeah, just go from there. I do see that I am noticing the increased cost, but yeah, like right now, worker speed is like the one thing that I need for in this case. Oh shit, I just realized there's no power going on here. There we go. Power to the rescue. That was my bad, bots. Anyways, because I've been wanting to have all these here bots. Hang on. I wonder, like, you know, once we're starting to have to get like a lot more like bot activity, I was curious as like when's more going to be added into the system, or unless I want to go about changing the upper limit to them. Yeah, because I imagine that we're probably in good standing to having to start placing down some trains here to get a bit of a head start. And since I'm only having 2 of them being sent on over to this. So let's see, the instructions should be as follows. Well, for one, this here needs to have a name. Iron pickup. So I think the idea of what I want to go for here is that it starts off by... It needs to start by going off to a stacker, having an inactivity of 5 seconds. Because it's basically a waiting period until it's needed to be called upon for that. Then it goes on over to... Wait, what? Did I not submit the name for these here things? Apparently not. Confirm. There you go. that was It's kind of going on autopilot, and the autopilot is being drunk today. Sorry, I was sounding a bit clever today. Was that always on there? I don't think that needs to be checked. Because we're not telling you about like the contents of the chests to the trains. Because everything's being controlled by train limit. So that probably should just be off. Same can be said about down here. Yeah, that's already doing that, so. Anyways. Alright, so now we got that properly listed, so it goes to pickup. And I think I'm going to do maybe something a bit extra by having to do either wait for full cargo, and I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but any moments of inactivity. Then it'll actually go over to the stacker next. Well, wait. No, I think it won't. I think it'll go straight on over to the next thing. Maybe. Wait, no, actually it probably should go over to the stacker, just because like if it's going to get busy and there's a lineup of all this stuff, then it needs a place to sit that isn't in the main line. And we have the deposit. Of course, we'll wait until it's empty cargo or 5 seconds of inactivity. And it repeats. But now the question is, where's fuel gonna go? That's not occurred into my mind. I would assume right at the many drop-off points, I suppose. Because I say, like, why not? So let's have a look. Now let's see if I can go about sneaking a quick few rocket fuel from somewhere. Just to give it its starting amount. We'll give you your first 10 there. You know, something also we should go about doing is doing the Covaric stuff so we can get our hands on nuclear fuel. It's like, what's the duration on that one? Because I know it's already ridiculous for doing the speed, but what is the duration? Let's see, nuclear fuel. Trying to read the list here. Well, actually, in regards to like train max speed, it's the same as rocket fuel. The difference being is that it has better acceleration. Which is, at least that's a positive out of that one. For some reason, it's not really telling me a full, like, duration. Maybe you need to take a look at locomotive here. Ah, here we go. Here we go. So yeah, I see the burning time for it. Let me do some quick maths here. See what it's like in minutes. So it's 2016.67 seconds. But if we bring this down to minutes, it's 33 minutes for one. 33.6 minutes for just one. Also, really, you don't have power? Seriously? What is with you? Alright, and it's already getting fuel in on over that way. Actually, I want to overwrite that to only do like one at a time. For whatever reason. Actually, no, that was like unneeded. Because we obviously want to keep the trains topped off. Alright, so the only other good waiting spot we have for this would be here. Even when I'm that far away, that ends up working. Alright, let's go ahead and start up with you first. Starts with waiting 5 seconds. And it does its thing. See, now because this place currently has 5, or rather 2 for a train limit, does have enough space for it to sit here and wait. And there it should start having go on over to the smelter place. And just waits here at a stacker. And it should now have it headed over to here. And there they drop them off. It's processing the stuff here. And now it's going about having to repeat again. Just want to see the circuit network in progress. How things are all red to all this stuff here. Just curious to wait and see like when it gets to a certain amount. No, because right now it's getting like backed up because of course nothing is like going anywhere, but you know, sometimes I just can't help and just be mesmerized by like how everything is being, how everything is flowing around here. Ooh, hold on a minute. I don't think that's connected. Oh, there it goes. That'd be why. I was gonna say, like, it's not reading the inputs here right now. In fact, it's showing -1 for train limit. It's like, how did that happen? Yeah, because otherwise it'd be like constantly moving back and forth here, and apparently right now it's just blinking no path. And it's like, well, because the depot's turned off right now. Which I'm guessing that's just all intentional by design. All right, so that part's settled. Let's go about having to do with. And we can just go for like the next part, which is copper, I guess. Also, I'm feeling quite warm here right now. I mean, like now that things are getting into, you know, more warmer time, be less of a need for that. So of course this is going to be a repeat of what we get. Well, okay. Well, first off, I needed to actually get myself the full city block for all this. Honestly, I should probably have done this in isolation, so I know the exact cutoffs for all this. So let me just go do just that here. This here should be big enough. Power doing just fine here. Alright, so I just need to go about placing this that's well out of the range of... Yeah, let's do it right there. Alright, let's see about giving this a go then. Alright, so now we have this here hooked up. Followed by another one of these. Alright, corner piece. Let's go. I'm like completely disregarding the correct orientation for like the two ways just because I know that one side has the light poles to them. As in here, we'll call this the city block. And I guess that's going to have to be the one where I do have it set to absolute since I've already set the initial spot for him. I don't know like how much I need to be able to change that up. Also, we would have to go about making orientations to boundaries for some of them. It's a good old snap to grid. I think we also do this for like down there, and I think that part's good. Now, what's considered absolute, we'll have to figure that part out. Put a white square just to indicate it. Yeah, it's a block. Yay, blocks. So yeah, this one's going to have to require a little bit of... I think it's mainly the Y positioning for this. Now, does adding positive value make it go down, I wonder? I think it does. Really? Okay, I think I need to adjust it by 2. Oh, okay, there we go. We got the Y position for it. Now for the X here. Oh! 12? Yes, but now I realize that the positioning for it's supposed to match up with the intersection here. So we need to make this go into the negative here. So it needs to go about looping over each other. Ah, here we go. And that does... Well, that only overlaps, though. I wonder if I had to, like, trim off, like, one part of the thing off. Because, like, if we're building on top... Well, yeah, that only works for that instance. Well, how do you make this tileable if that's the case? If I was like putting the other stuff into perspective, in fact, like, why is it like, what the hell? What the shit? Oh god, everything's all wrong. It's all wrong. Hmm. See, now the other thing I'm thinking of is that I just need to trim off like one portion of it off. So how would I change this? Maybe I just need to stick it to like relative instead. Because after all, like once I initially get this aligned to like what I currently have, then I could just hold down and then just drag it all over to every other spot pretty much. See, now the problem is if I was to do the rest here, is anything like added? It's mainly the power lines that gets added to it. Like right here, for example, they'll be adding like 3 additional ones like over here. Maybe I can just do a little bit of a thing and having to cut this and having to bring it to the top. Now when I do, ooh, now when I do this, well, not exactly here. I think it was that. Yep, there you go. Alright, well, it's just one of those things. Also, did I press Alt? I apparently did. That is a sin. Say anything starving down here with materials? No, not really. Everything just seems to be pretty much well regulated here. Yes, because like it's all waiting on the freaking like space science right now. All right, let's go about, I guess, just doing like another one of these here then. Well, actually, let me actually do like some modifications so that, you know, each side is like consistent. So like if it's facing, you know, left to right, this here top part is supposed to be correct. And if it's going up and down, I say, so what do I have currently in here? So it's facing up. All right, so that should not be within reach here. So let me go about fixing what some of these here. And I'll go about having this sitting here on the right side. Okay, orientation on this is correct now. Alright, give it another update to this. Snap to grid, relative. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, actually I need to like orient the grid size to be actually a bit smaller. So that every time I have to try and tile it, it would always overlap on the intersections. That's what I should have been doing. Yeah, I'm not sure like how much it's going to have to be, so we're going to have to do a lot of experimentating here. I imagine it would just go about sitting right here in the center in some way. I'm not sure where the anchor point is relative to this. I guess over in that corner then. Let's kind of like start here as a reference point. Plus, it'd also probably give me an idea of like what the internal size is like for this. Oh, I think we got that nailed down, perhaps. At least with the way things look. All right, so if we were to say, like, do it, like, up here, can't build on water. Well, I have no idea if that worked. Well, I guess when I go about having to experiment with this, I'm just gonna have to be quick to, like, undo that. Oh, you know, it would be beneficial. I go about adding radars to all this periodically. Because where is our last radar located in any of this? It's probably, yeah, it's just that one, I think. Do I have radars on me right now? No, I do not. Well, time we get some more. All right, sounds good. All right, so where on the grid shall we go about placing this? Ooh, hmm. Well, we have like this one sitting right here, but this will have to eventually be moved anyways. Because it'll likely be occupied with something else. So of course we want to go about sticking it somewhere within here. And I'm guessing this is all going to have to be just placed manually, really. Now, question is, can this be done evenly? If I was to say, put it in a... Oh, you know what? Looks like I can. Yeah, because like the point where it breaks off is like over here, but over here, this will work out nicely. Yeah, there it goes. Gosh, I have like a lot of landfill having to like deal with. All right, let me go and start off by having to stand right over here. Okay, so that is off keister, so. So maybe I need to go about increasing it so that it's meeting kind of like here in the corners of all of this here, maybe? Let's change that grid position maybe here first. You know what might be a good thing for like for a mod to do? Have it so like when I have like cursor hovered in here and I use the scroll wheel, they'll be able to go up by like increments of 1 and all that so that I don't have to manually type it in all the time. That would be pretty neat. Here, let's try. Oh yeah, that looks like straight down the center here, 26. That needs to be adjusted a little bit. It is starting to look good here. Yeah, all right. We got it. All right, time for test number 2. Oh shit, I think we nailed it. All right, let's go about testing it again. Look at that. All right. We got a properly configured city block. See, that's all facing up and facing to the right on all those things there. Now for the existing setup, we're going to have to fix that so they're all oriented. And I don't get duplicate big electric poles and shit. Well, I meant to do that here. See, that's up, to the right, and up. That one's up, that one's up. That one's also to the right. Okay, looks like we nailed it. Except what about down here, even though that probably doesn't even matter. Because I'm going to fix it anyways. Hello? No, actually, I'm curious here. If I was to ever have more trains to be sitting here, how would I go about adding more trains to it? I guess I would just have to copy and paste this and make it go down by like a few rows here. Oh wait, how would it curve back onto here? That's, oh yeah, I guess I would have to go about having to modify this here then. You know what, I'm gonna go about future-proofing this. Yeah, right now you don't have a bit of a plan for anything here because, you know, everything's not going anywhere yet. Hello? Were you just doing an action? Well, anyways, up, up. So yeah, I want to go about having to make this curve, so then... And then it would go straight down. Oh, sorta. Well, except that's not the appropriate length that I want. Well, actually, right about like when they go about having to curve, then they'll go into like its own little waiting room sort of deal. Right? I just need to calculate the space for a 1-4. The normal rail signal is not going to be there. It's just I need to know like how much of the lane I'm going to be chopping off here, which is going to be this. These all should technically connect. I don't know why I'm suddenly increasing the amount of this, but just having to figure out this part then. Oof. Yeah, that did not take that into account. Actually, I could have about making this shorter, because I don't know why I'm having them, like, sitting in a straight line. All right, now with those things in mind, how would I determine how long this is going to be? Let's do a bit of an extreme example here. So say like this here is like the breaking point, kind of, right? So for shits and giggles, let's just like paste it like right here. This length would be, yeah, that'd be 4. So one, two, three. Ah, well, it fits. If it fits, it sits. So we have now have like basically now enabled 5 of this, I guess. So now I can increase the train limit to this. Again, I pressed Alt. So there's the constant. Or is it just 4, actually? I'm guessing this is looking ahead over towards... Actually, what is it looking ahead towards? Destination full. I guess I got that all figured out then. So if I do need something for a reference, I do got that then. Also, probably best I need to go ahead and mark on the map here a tag being what is being produced where. Snapping. Oh, I see. That much snapping. I was hoping I was able to make that icon look bigger, but I guess not. Well, let's say about further having to expand the empire in some shame, flame, or force. Sorry, brain had a stroke again. Actually, hold on. Since cliffs could be a problem, do I have it so that it's... Yep, it's in a provider chest. That way you can go about doing all that business. That way, but technically have all the tools having to demolish the stuff aside from dealing with water. And also, since we have uranium sitting right over here, I might have to do some special modifications to that one. Because how would I get around that? It is time we expand our horizons. Yeah, I might as well go about having to use up what I have in my inventory, because everything else is dependent on all the rest. Yeah, give you all a chance to get back in there. Oh, hello. I see some company over there. And maybe are we going to actually have like an interaction with them for once? Ooh, okay. Yep, there's a body of water. It's just being blocked off here. A lone rail signal just sitting on the island. Good. And from there, I think that has fully depleted my, well, almost. Looks like it's having to get some of the other miscellaneous things. Now all there is left is just like electric poles. Oh, hold on a minute. There's some copper right there. So this is going to be a unique situation where, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut this off. It's going to be a unique situation where the city block is going to be in a rectangle shape, which means we'll have to, I mean, we don't have to. Trains are not going to be dumb enough having to go down here, but if needed, we would have to trim this up. Oh, wow, look at that. They're all hard at work now. The question is... yeah, it's taking all the construction bots out. Hi there, gamer. Do I not use the mining bot mod when you do not need to worry about it? This one's purely vanilla, so there's like no mods involved because we're on doing an achievement run. Well, not in the speedrunning sense. That and just doing Megabase stuff. So when you say mining bot mod, is it like where if the electric mining drills don't have anything to mine up, bots will recognize it and it'll just automatically just take it off the grid or something? Because I have seen that. Or is there anything else different you're thinking about? I are curious. Also, power should be like going here, right? Because like yeah, we have like all the power that we need. Like, why are some of these here bots so dead centered to like go to a spot and not go to a freaking roboport? Oh, sorry, Nightbot's being a bad boy today. There's no links in there, but I do see it. Mining drones? I think I might have seen mining drones. Here, I'll go and pull that up. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. Mining drones. Oh yeah, I think I have seen this one. They just sent out like duplicates of like you, and they just walk right out, mine the stuff, and they walk back into the thing, and then they drop it off. Yeah, I've actually seen Intertooth use that mod. I've been watching his playthrough of his Universal Trains thing, and he used that on the start of his playthrough. But yeah, like that one's pretty like streamlined, so I might end up having to look into that. Modded playthrough is inevitable, of course. I can use that as a contender of sorts. Though I imagine it's I think something like that doesn't really replace electric mining drills, I imagine, because like you can't put modules in a mining drone unless you can. Nope, does not. So aside from this copper ore, alright, there's going to be some landfill action that I need to go about doing as well here. Actually, what do we have going on with... Alright, slowly adding in more construction into the available robots here. Because we don't really have ourselves a proper full grid here. I wish I had a bit of a blueprint on me, sorta. We need to go about making a trek backwards here. It will not replace any of the mining drills. Are you sure about that? Yes, really. There's still an importance for burner mining drills. Oh god. Because I could have sworn I did not ever see Intertooth use burner mining drills when he was just mainly starting out with mining drones, so... Oh, looks like a rocket went off recently, so... Get some more robot working speed. Yeah, I got a good, healthy line of this going on here. Alright, now what did I come here for? Besides having to dump off some random shiznit. Oh yeah, landfill. Need lots of it. Or at the very least, having to like do some sort of blueprint of those. Is there any way having to include like an existing blueprint like this, for example, to include landfill underneath them? Not unless you start up with it initially, so it's like... I would probably have to like hit up like a alternate save and having to do that sort of stuff. That's annoying. Also, that is a site for sore eyes. Getting those trees out of here. Very least, I don't want them like in the middle of it all. Give it a good shave. You will have the normal one to start with it then, and that unlocked as well. Eh? Burn the trees. Well, yeah, I know that's part of the thing, but I don't have my flamethrower on me. I imagine like that achievement, I'm gonna like do a majority of it off camera because it seems to be a little bit time consuming. Because like what? Hold on. How many do we have to do? 10K. Yeah. All right. There, have a thing for landfill. But let's go about having to get what I have remaining left of it. Oh god, there's like a thing right in the middle that's like, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to use a smaller sample size then. Alright, was there any other thing kind of getting in the way? Yeah, this one right here. See, now I go about having to reapply this then. Can't build up. What do you mean not on water? Oh, this down here? For a sliver. Okay. Okay. Now hold on, I did not want them to do anything with this here. Because that is copper or to be had at a later date. Really? There's more to it? Where is it sticking out at? Nothing. Oh, this little one. God dang it. Alright, well at least we got that properly done. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and humor myself. I'll go about having to get that freaking like flamethrower and shit. Just need to be careful about it. Also 93%. It's about to get to another tier. Sorry again, Nightbot's just being a dingus. I still see the thing though. Which is warehousing. Store all the things. I see it. I do have a smidgen of the flamethrower ammo, but I feel like I should give myself some more. What does it take to make that again? I know it's something oil. And steel. Oh, Okay, that's different then. Would I happen to have like a steel lamp that I could like... Yeah, right here. And was it done in a... It's in a chemical plant. Ooh. Might as well do something a little bit gorilla here, so... Nice. Alright, so... Was it only requesting? Yeah, it was. Okay. Marcos, we want to change you to that. And let's say that. Besides, there are some, you know, bugs sitting out there. Wait, what? What? Where are you guys taking them? Oh, to me. I kind of forgot. Like how was the little one there? Just hate it when people... People place buildings here and there, and then the game's... Might want to do a bit of spell checking. I'm not sure what you meant by that one word, but should when you play with friends, it's just many... Basically spaghetti. I mean... Yeah, you gotta embrace it. I know I wasn't fond of it at first, because I'm a neat freak, and even then, because like, this whole mall stuff was all spaghetti, but now I made it so more orderly, so... Yeah, I say like when you come when starting out it has to be spaghetti, but as we get more into the big boy territory, then that's when things need to be straightened. So judging by all this stuff here, so right now I don't really have like an exact plan of like when I'm, well, where everything's gonna go. I mean, I just generically just started out with having iron sitting here. And unfortunately, it's like this sort of size and nothing more than that, because like the whole thing I have here is based on 1-4 trains, and this is where I have an idea of having to put stackers in the center for this. So these are like my own rails that I made, so... I originally wanted to have, you know, the output to be over here on this side, but when I, you know, copy and paste and looked at all that, it was way too close. So the only other way I can try to get them off is doing it like on the side there. So actually probably what I should do... Well, I mean, I could just go about having a copy paste into another grid instead, so... Mine loaders. Alright, let me search that here. Mine loaders. Oh, mini loaders. Oh. Loader mini 1x1, I think it's what I'm looking at. Link it? Well, okay, let's see. At least Nightbot doesn't yell at me for this. I think it like... Oh, it says, yeah, digging the original version that has its own 1x1 loader and has changed the diagram to support pi. Ah. No, not that. Well, I typed in the words mini loader, and that was the first result. I don't know what else we're looking at here. Not unless Nightbot's going to be a dingus about it. Hold on there, Nightbot. Don't you dare be a jerk here. There we go. Alright, so I turned off the frickin' links related stuff, so we're good. So it's not going to yell at you anymore, as far as I'm aware. Like, I had to hit it with the bat. Oh! Oh, music, please. Have mercy. compact and UPS friendly 1x1 loaders. I wonder how that one was different from the other one that I linked. I guess it was optimized to be UPS friendly. Works with cargo trains. Oh, circuits. Okay, maybe that was a difference. And that's also filters. Yeah, it works with mod belts. Hmm. Here, I want to just go about modifying this real quick here. Since I know that's not going to be going straight down. Give this a little bit more of a clean look. Then you do not need to use loaders. Yeah, I'll be sure to, you know, just take a look at basically a good old care package to go with like my next playthrough. Which, judging by general recommendation, is going to be Crastorio. You know, the whole Factorio rite of passage for a lot of things here. So the way that I had this set up, well, there's, for one thing, there's many chain rails here, so maybe I need to give this a good clean fix here. They're all sitting here at the edge here, so that's going, that one's going straight up, that one's good here. That's not connected to anything, nor you. Alright, so that one is correct. Alright, now when it's going down, that one goes over to that. Oh, it needs to have another one of these. Now when it's over here, that goes up. Okay, I think I got that fixed. Well, I guess with the copper ore that's been discovered up here, I guess we'll utilize that as the next mining site for that. How I'm going to design it, that's going to be another thing. Eh? Really, I don't have any frickin' stuff for that. Guess I need to have that on my person then. I realize how annoying that cliffs are. Why did I have that turned on? I don't know. See, now I gotta wait for another rotation of this. Disco science. That's some good screenshots there. Rainbows. And what about yeah, some of the other malarkey I need to set up here? Yeah, let me see what I can do. What the hell? Wait, what? Where are you going? Sir, I had an explosive on me, and you're just taking it away from me? What? You're going down for some reason. Why? I'm now curious. This bot's on a mission. What? Huh? What? Why'd you? Huh? I don't know. Wow. Just wow. Oh yeah, I think I've also seen that one too. Factorismo. Buildings in there. Yeah, when I say stuff like that, that reminds me a lot of that one Minecraft mod. Where basically you shrink down inside of a cube and you're able to like take a collection of like automation stuff inside the cube, and then once you have it correctly configured, you'll be able to like input and output, and all the automation is all condensed inside of a like this shrinkable cube or whatnot. So it's awesome. Eh? So were those things already automatically done by somebody else? What took them so long? Because like I did a check to see if anyone's going to show up, and it's like, well, all right. All right, first off, we'll do a general cleanup here. I should probably include... Okay, that's not tiles. Trees, rocks only. Funny, I thought the destruction pattern would also include rocks or cliffs. All right, let me go about trying doing a thing where I basically copy the look of this and then just apply it over there. Because judging from the way this looks... Well, first, let's go and see how this is going to work. I think I might going to end up having all the finished stuff go over to the right, so let's do that here. Alright, do a little bit of the trimmings here. trim them. So you mentioned about core mining. I'm not sure what that entails. So how's that different between that and regular mining? Because the first thing that comes to mind with core mining, I don't know how I'm relating to this to modded Minecraft, but I don't know. For some reason it does. So how many lines we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, the way that I had this set up, I could have... Ooh, wait, you know what? You know, for the sake of when it comes to, like, picking up ores and such, I would have to, like, create, like, a separate thing here, like this, right? Yeah, of course you don't. Well, here, let me go about modifying this. Well, first let's go about see like where all the things are going to meet. Okay, so it's a big drill. Some mine it to a core and spit out a core fragment. Some you crush into a crusher to get out base stuff such as oil, iron, copper, coal, and a few other stuff. So it's just a big thing where you just crush down to get a bunch of stuff from it. Gotcha. Let's see, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing here. And it's endless of it? Oh. So if it's endless, I wonder if it like functions the same way like how oil does, where like it never depletes, but like its initial yield like goes down over time. Into something small like 20% yield. Because if it doesn't do that, then it's like, oof. Hold on, was this like a 6 to 4, 6 to 4 for what I need here? Yes, it is. let's see here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's give it that much space here. Yeah, I probably want to go ahead and have this aim downwards for this. Because then, yeah, from there, then I can go about... Oh, of course. Of course, I can't flip it. Okay, I guess I just have to do it by hand. But oh, I don't even have train stops on me. Or do I? Am I just going insane? Yeah, I don't have it. Alright, time to pay another visit. 64% on the other one there. Also, I pressed alt for some reason. Shameful. Okay, we're good on that. Actually, no, now I need signals. I've been relying on them too much, having to, like, do the major stuff, but I'm now doing, like, the more little stuff, so that's where I need to do things on my own here. Coffee. I have like a lot of stuff that I need to be like doing like here and there just to, you know, clean things up. Because my big project that I've been wanting to do for a while is having to like make my quote unquote office space a lot more pleasing to look at. Like, it's definitely not a pigsty, but there's just like empty boxes everywhere. Because I have like a bunch of boxes left over from like ordering like camera equipment for a wedding recently. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Is this... Ooh. Ooh. Are we gonna have problems? Wait. Do I want this to be going down or up? Oh yeah, I actually want this to go up. All right, preps now. We can go about maybe trying to somehow modify this for it to work. So let's see, they all, I don't think they have an easy way of getting here. Because the way that I had it set up is that, like, if they're right here on this track and they diverge off. But, they kind of can't do that right now. So what I need to actually do, place down another one of these, but except I don't have that there in the center. Well, here, let's just play it safe and have it do the individual pieces instead. Little wanking. It's yeah. There. Sorry. Water gets on my nerves. Giz on my what? I like how there's just like absolute joy in pointing out my weird speech patterns. Also, did I just et all of my frickin' rails again? Time for them now to make a long journey over here. Oh, too late now. Gotta commit. See, any other garbage? Oh yeah, fish. Let's get the fish. I wonder maybe. Because now I was thinking of if I was to play the, place the train stop on the opposite end here. Oh no, because I wanted to still think about like the space that I need for those well, not the inline stackers, but the stuff leading up to this here. You know, this shiznit. Surprisingly low on energy usage right now. But quite frankly, that should change anyways at some point. See, now if I was to go about doing this, yeah, that should pair off with what I need to have done here. I'll just gradually get that, like, a little bit at a time here. I'm gonna pay a visit to those bugs at some point. Because here's the thing, they have not evolved, and they have not expanded. Because I'm pussy. I mean, not wrong. Technically, I'm cat. Anyways, if I was having to be doing this sort of thing, well, it first needs to be a flip. The thing is that like if it's going to be stopping over here, it needs to somehow make its way off of there somehow here. Also, I've not gotten my freaking rails yet. What the shish? I see logistics bots. Maybe because I was like not in the orange, which is likely why. Hence, I wonder why I need to have some rumble ports sitting here in the middle to some degree. Yeah, just sit here and wait, apparently. Also, why do I have those? That needs to go. So, in other stuff, I'm not really sure like what else I want to go about doing next for like some sort of video project. Honestly, I think I need to think something more in line about other stuff that I want to go ahead and play, because like as much as like it's a better idea to, you know, having to stick to one game or like a group of games pertaining to a particular genre, like I don't know, having to do that stuff is kind of hard. I think it's no wonder why I've been kind of like that for a while. But I mean, as long as I'm given the opportunity at least to play something else and not just one, I'll probably just stay sane. And I mean like on camera, not off camera, because like for a while people have seen myself like being like, you know, a PC gamer and such, and it's like, well, no, I've played other stuff. Like I've played Nintendo. I mean, that was the thing that I grew up on majority of my life. I even dabbled a little bit like on the 360 and PlayStation 2. That's pretty much it. Also, that's not connected. But another problem with mine is that I always end up having is that I always have the tendency of thinking big for ideas. And it definitely can be problematic. Just because of like how much time it takes to like do certain things. And when the current like landscape of YouTube is absolute dog shit, or if you've not been responsive in the slightest after a period of time, people think you've disappeared when in reality, no, we haven't. So yeah, it's an unfortunate thing. Ah, my man, you're just like 1 year age difference with me here. So yeah, that's pretty much where I grew up in right now. So all right, let me do a little bit of a modification here. Which one was this? Oh, that was just a generic one. Oh wait, I already have one. Shit. All right, well. All right, let's see if I can try to copy them based upon like where the lights meet here. All right, got an idea for that. Except that is completely misaligned because they were supposed to be lining up, yeah, with the lights. But I'll get rid of the sandy. Wait, what the fuck? Uh-oh, what? Wait a minute. Did I do an oopsie? I thought this was all correct. Huh? Uh. Okay. Why? You know what? I think I probably got only the spacing of the lights wrong. The only thing that matters is like the rails, so like I won't cry over spilt milk on that. Anyways, yeah, kids today, like, what is a floppy disk? And Nintendo 64, yeah. Gosh, I think even some of them are just like surprised about the idea of there being, physical media. And it's like, no. That is a sad thought to think that, like, that is like slowly going out. Everything all becoming digital. Like, we won't be able to get freaking tangible things as a result, It is Sag. All right, we're gonna go about having to change this to new ways here too. All right, so we got the block space for this here copper, correct? How we want the trains to be sent over there, that's an... Well, actually, now that we have this open space, I could probably have it, like, you know, split off of here, and then we can finally do something about all this. Wonder if I can probably try and shift this down something for appropriate length here. That is unless I just need to actually shift this entire thing down. First, let me copy. I think the issue for this one, I need to go about shifting this, like, down by one tile, because, like, otherwise, train stop is not going to cooperate. Do I have a Discord? Technically, privately. Also, thanks for the follow. I am, however, part of my friend's Discord, Mike Lat. He does have a public Discord on that. You can easily find his... Actually, I wonder, is he streaming right now? Ah, he is. Yeah, if you go and, like, search for, like, you know, Mikelat on Twitch, he'll have, like, a link on Discord somewhere in his, like, profile, and then you can join on that one. He's primarily a Factorio streamer as well, and I am part of that. So that's probably the closest thing you can do about, you know, hopping in and doing all Factorio related stuff here. Good stuff. Yes. All right, now that we have the actual train stuff, that's gonna be something I have to do from for next time when dealing with this. Actually, maybe I need to actually, like, shift this down a bit. Maybe that could be enough. But yeah, as in terms of, like, my own Discord, that's something I've always been, like, thinking about for a while, and I would know, like, how to tackle it. It also really depends on, like, what the general consensus is for people wanting to have a Discord of my own, so I'm not entirely familiar with having to run it. You know, I'm sure there's just, like, simple videos on how to do it, all that stuff, but then from there it's just like people want to talk to you, and then it's like I'm kind of shit at it. Because, like, me streaming is just, like, it's like the time for me where I do go about having to chat, but then when the camera's off, then it's like, bye. I don't know. I'm quite the quiet individual. I've been trying to make more of an effort to, like, try to interact with people more, but I've not been so successful at it. Maybe pop in later, planning on watching some movie. I don't know if they regularly have, like, some sort of, like, movie watching sort of thing over on his Discord. I mean, they just, yeah, they do post memes, and they do have, like, one voice chat in there, but I don't think I've ever caught anyone ever using the voice chat in there at all. I like how those are the ones that are first to respond to get the frickin' landfill for this. Get that all nice and cleared out. Yeah, because anyway, so what I was planning on having to do is over here on this track, it'll go about having to oh, that's not it. Having have it to split off of here, and there'll be like, you know, waiting station like basically here. Well, actually no, it'd be up this way. Well, actually better yet, if maybe what I can do is I can copy the ones that already have the signals on them, and I can just wait, actually no, this is that one's flipped. Gotta have the perfect curve for that. Alright, so now the question is about like where should this merge back onto? I guess back onto here, I guess. Because let's see, if I plan on having, I guess, a copper one that's sitting like right here, having it merge on here, then it'll be able to go straight down. Actually, actually no, maybe I need to try to merge onto here so that way when it goes like down this way, then I'll be able to curve over and head straight up over to here then. So actually, I should, well, I'm too lazy having to like reorient it in a proper way, so I'm gonna just do this. Okay, so I did have a kind of a thing going into it here. One, two, three, four, five. And straight ahead. There you go. That's quite of a big block having just to get freaking copper out of this. Alright, turn that off so I can actually see things. So let's go about adding like some tags to things here. See, and that one's going to be assigned for the copper right there. Ah, yes, I need to go about throwing in the loading station here. And here we're going to set this to 4. Then the final thing will be connected to here. So we'll call this copper pickup. Yeah, and see, like right now it says 0. Lip. Okay. Alright, so I think all the calculations done with this, I think. Let's see, A is X here. Did I happen to do like any modifications to this here? Because that should just directly be the same. Of course, I just set the limit to 4. Now, because of like how long of a space that I have here, surely I can just have to like increase the train limit even more, but I mean, if I was intending to have there only being like 4 here, I might as well have it measured across this whole thing here instead. Because the theoretical max that it can, with having to fill up an entire thing here for this here place, with a lot of this being concerned here, is technically 7.2, but it rounds it down to 7. So yeah, so the actual max of like trains that can go here is 7. So I could about messing with that later. But who knows like how long this here thing would last anyways. Alright, so other than that, what else? Yeah, all this here should be correct. Let's see. We can probably just go about periodically throwing this along here. Get a bit closer, if you please. Yes. All right, we might as well having to get the setup for copper here going here as well. And so first I need to go about getting rid of these here chain signals. And off to the races it goes. Alright, this difference being is that we need to rename this to copper deposit. Oh shit. Oh no! Damn it. I didn't want you to do that! Yeah, there you go. It's a good thing I had the schedule set to, like, inactivity for all that. Aha. It's just having to loop and doing all that shit again. Wait, why are you still going here? Oh, I did not confirm this? Shit. Stop. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, no, stop, no. Oh no. Alright, manual. Drive this thing off of here. You're a bad train. Wow, indeed. That was quite the glorious thing. I should have known, like, when I had to do that, I should have, like, put in a temporary blueprint so that, Okay, that was in. Should have done it like in the temporary blueprint where it does not transfer the train names. That was the issue. That was so bad. Apparently we did get like... Wait, what? Huh? Why does the inside, you know, say that? Don't. That was a glorious little mess up that I did. All right, hang on. Now I just need to repaste this here. There. Wanted you all to do that. All right, so it's still waiting for the other furnaces. All right, just wanted to double check and make sure that nothing's all screwed up here. Because this one needs to make sure that this one's labeled as the proper pickup. Again, like, how is it? How did I not make it so like it's, you know, confirmed? Well, not to worry, it has been solved. Anyways, let's start getting this accumulated here. Oop. Off to the races it goes. Uranium is getting eaten up a little bit more, but we still got a tremendous backlog of this. All right, warehouse. Still got to do something about that. All right, I say it's time I need to go about setting down the trains here, so let's at least start with one. I do not have some samples of rocket fuel. Let me get some of them here. So there's your starter fuel. Did not mean to do that. So now we just need to... Wait, where's that? What happened to that second train? Uh... Eh? Oh, that is a problem. Here. Oh, that's what I should have done at first. Okay, cool. I can just do that remotely. Right, anyways. So now what I can do now... essentially just copy the schedule onto this. The difference being is that this... that needs to be changed. Let's see, full cargo or inactivity. And deposit. Empty it. Or inactivity. Well, I guess this is all set. Off it goes. Eventually I need to go about having to integrate the other rail system that I have here to go up to the new stuff. So that's definitely going to have to be a lot of fixings I need to do. Also, wait, what was the train pattern on that one? That was quite peculiar. It was supposed to like go onto this here thing and go straight down to a stacker, and then I don't even know. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and watch this thing in action here. So I'm just curious about like what its pathing was supposed to be. I assume it would go like straight down to a stacker and then whatnot, but I wanted to see and make sure I'm not crazy. The hell? It goes over there. Ugh. That's not what I was hoping. Yeah, I'll have that set to manual for a moment. Because instead, I'm going to go ahead and have this merge onto that line instead. Oh. Yeah, I'll just go for that there. All right, now we'll go about having to do that again and see how it behaves. Meanwhile, let's get a refresher on my stuff while it does it. All right, y'all head on over here. Get yourself full of cargo. Then it should just over this way over here to this stacker. Yep, there it goes. As intended. That way afterwards it'll be able to go like straight down over to this way. Yeah, see now that was intended. I'm guessing we're all good. Oop. I have my thing in the other little thing there. All right. Wait, that thing was like blinking like no path for just a moment. Like, what the hey? Nah, well, in any case. So they got me another train thing here going. All right, now we just need to give you as well some rocket fuel. If anything, I need to go about getting nuclear fuel going, because I am eligible having to do the Coverics thing. Perhaps there'll be something we can go about doing, because that way the acceleration on the trains here will be a lot better. Hold on a minute. Why does it say 0 here? Because it's not enough? Oh, it hasn't met the requirements for that yet. Why is it trying to go there? You need to start with this one. Then wait for, like, pickup to be available. No path. Oh, because technically the train limit's not turned on yet. Okay, now it is. I guess it gives priority to, like, the train that's closest to it there, I think. Let's see. Now, because the thing for copper is like completely saturated right now, has like no need to go anywhere right now, so we're getting somewhere. But yeah, like this is what we got so far. Well, so definitely I need to see about having to modify the blueprint so that they include the landfill underneath it. So actually, no, I think we also just need to. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think we need to be a little bit careful in some spots, like where I want to have water nearby. So maybe like leaving it right here, I could probably like siphon wow, water off of that and have it go somewhere. Maybe have that location be where it processes oil or something like that. So I don't even have to bother having like trains having water being transferred everywhere, because like water gets eaten up fast and trains just can't do it justice. But yeah, I guess with that, we need to give ourselves a good hearty save on that one, because I say that we are done for today. So I am going to be back. More of this on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And from there, I say we'll go about having some fun with setting up the Coverics process and such, so we can start making nuclear fuel in a more reliable way. Because we have a bunch of like unused uranium or inactive uranium that needs to be eaten up. As well as I need to go about making some military stuff in order to go after the frickin' fighters. Not only that, I need to also take a look at the achievements that involve having to engage with them, such as, I assume, just having to get ourselves a tank to destroy spawners on impact. I should also, you know, having to actually research some combat robots so I can have like, you know, 100 at once and such. And of course, looking into solar panels, so we can get all that stuff being busy here. Also, that train's moving now. What the hell? Why? Oh, because that suddenly gotten filled up. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me finish this off by having to get freaking radars around here, because I do not have them placed around. Let's see. I think I can be able to, yeah, get this one here at the very top portion of it. It's just that this here right side is not doing anything. All right, was there any more? Yes, there is. There we go. Much more of the base is covered, well, except for that, but that's to be expected when it's not actively being used. So yeah, definitely would want to go about having a deal with all those guys over there. Here, might as well have like some of those things turned off here. You know, getting a little bit cluttered sometimes. Now, how about this amount of stuff here? That's still, obviously still a lot of that stuff. I would definitely need to see about having to redo this here, because this is just like a lot of iron that's begging to be used up, right? But again, that's going to have to be for next time. Whatever happens next time, that is a mystery. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. So expect more of this along on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday at 3. So thank you all for tuning in, especially to Gamer Nor for hopping in and sharing me some mods. I'll have to take a mental note on that stuff because I'm sure I'm going to be digging into that stuff at some point. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. And I need to get some grub. So with that, everyone, take care. I shall see you all on the weekend.